Okay, hello and welcome to today's practice. My name is Ruby. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started in our tabletop, all fours, okay? So your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are hip width apart. Inhale, you're going to raise your feet up. Exhale, pressing the tops of your feet into the ground for a 2 out of 10. And you feel that in your tummy. Okay, so do that one more time, raising the feet up and pressing the tops of the feet down and into the mat. Feel that abdominal wall hugging towards your spine. Feel that resistance from the pull of gravity. Resisting, okay? Nice and strong in your knuckles and in your fingertips. And as you inhale, go ahead, send your tail out behind, your heart forward, broad across your collarbones. You look up and back. Nice and equally balanced across your hands and your feet. Your balance distributed equally. And as you exhale, that transition is so important. Moving from our dipped spine now into our rounded spine, into your arched spine. Now you're scooping belly button towards the spine. Well done. Let's keep moving. Inhale. Your heart shining up to the ceiling. And you're looking back. Keep your face soft. Keep your face soft. Exhale, distributing your balance equally. Your balance is equal between your limbs. Rounding into your shoulders, neck, and head. Keep moving. Inhale. Keeping those feet grounded. Okay, keep them grounded. Exhale. Rounding and arching. Let's go again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, deep breath. Inhale. Really open your heart forward and looking up. Feel that lengthen across your abdominals and across your hips. Exhale. Now round into your spine. This time you're going to shuffle your knees wide and your big toes together. Go on ahead, arch your spine, push the ground away, sitting right back to the heels of the feet or as close as available to you. If you can't sit the entire way back, that's okay. Go as far as feels comfortable and available to you, but it should be a really good stretch. Inhale, forward, look up. Exhale, sitting back to your point. Okay, so everyone will be different. We go again, inhale, forward. So we're literally doing that same cat-cow spinal wave from our dipped into our arched or rounded spine. Only we're sitting back as we round into the spine and forward. On that inhale, well done. Really notice your knuckles and your fingertips here working up into your chest. And your spine now getting into the hips. This is such a great warm-up for the entire body. Using your breath to get deeper into those abdominals. As you inhale, expanding into all four corners of the rib cage, and as you exhale, emptying that breath out, condensing your waist as though someone were pulling a corset around your waist. And what that is going to do, it's going to protect your spine. Okay, so reaching your hands forward, just sit right back. Just reaching your hands forward, rolling your shoulders out and away. I'm right on top of my feet here. And if you have a block or a pillow, if you find that, your head is up here, you need a little support for your neck. That's always nice, especially at the beginning of class. Maybe you have a bit of stiffness in your neck at the beginning. So that's a really nice way to get into your neck. With a block, your forehead, Nice active hands getting in between the shoulders, between the shoulder blades. And just allowing your heart to fall through. Enjoy that gorgeous stretch. Shrugging your shoulders slightly up to the ears. Full and deep breaths. Oh, well done. So today's practice, just walking yourself to sit upright. Well done. Today's practice is mobility flow. It's not particularly Pilates or yoga, but sort of. It's to feel good. It's to feel good in your body. So there won't really be any standing today. In fact, we're going to move into our first downward facing. Curl to tuck your toes under. Full and deep breath. Inhale, active knuckles, fingertips. On that exhale, brace your tummy and raise your knees up. Hold it here, deep breath in. As you exhale, now gaze at your belly button. Push the ground away, and you can drop back to the heels of your feet. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Go ahead, begin to pedal the heels of the feet up and down. Go 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, raise the feet up onto your tippy toes. Gazing at your belly button. Exhale, drop the heels down and away. Still actively pushing the ground away. Dropping those heels down. Well done. Go again. Inhale, raise up. Notice your inner thighs. Exhale. Dropping the sole of the feet back. And then your heels. So think about your ankles and the soles of your feet, and as you raise up, getting right up onto your feet, stretching and spreading your toes into the ground. Last time, exhale, dropping back. And inhale, raising up. Finding that you're balanced between your left and right hand. Okay, go ahead, drop it back. Well done. Okay, so let's round forward on our next exhale. Push the ground away. Rolling right forward. Feeding through your spine, each vertebrae. And you hold it here. So maybe you add like a little tuck of the pelvis. Pushing the ground away. Squeeze your navel. Shoulders back and down, long neck. Squaring off your hips. Squeeze everything. Hold it. Go 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Float your knees down, both of them. Knees wide, big toes together. You sit right back. And stretch forward. Now your upper body is the same in your child's posture as it is in your upward facing or in your downward facing dog. So active hands, rolling your shoulders out and away. Breathing more fully and deeply and holding your breath for a moment at the top before you exhale and let it go. Okay, we're going to take our side body stretch here. And this is going to prepare us for the rest of our practice. So walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Send your sit bones to the left heel, and we're just going to hold it for a few breaths here. So as you inhale, simply fill up your lungs to capacity and hold it. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Maybe add a little cough at the end. Maybe a gulp. Maybe a gulp. We go again, full and deep breath. Inhale, just dropping your sit bones back to the left side of your mat, towards your left heels. Holding that breath, active hands, 3, 2, 1, elbows lifted, and exhale. Let's go one more full breath in. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Returning into center, take a moment to square off your shoulders and your hips. We walk those hands to the left side of the mat, send your sit bones to the right heel. Full and deep breath, inhale, holding that breath at the top. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Go again, even rolling your shoulders back and down in their pocket. And we'll just go one more breath. And exhale, let it go. Return into center, walking yourself to upright, that you may sit upright on the heels of the feet. Now, bring the knees together, your knees and your feet together, the heels of the feet. Okay, and you're gonna go ahead, curl your toes under. Like curl, get all of your toes, even the little toes, that you may sit right up onto your feet. And if it's a lot sitting up here, if it's too heavy on your feet, even when you're squeezing the heels of the feet together and actively pushing the ground away with your toes, spreading your toes into the ground. If it's too much to bear your full body weight sitting upright, then take your hands forward and you can take the pressure off and even just add some dynamic rocks forward and back. And then eventually you can walk your hands back. That maybe you're adding more pressure there. It should be comfortable, by the way. If there's any sharp or jagged pain, then don't go as far. That's your body signaling you, telling you that not to go as far. And that applies for any posture that you're doing in my class or on your own or in anybody else's class, okay? Listen to your body, it has its own intelligence. Okay, so we're going to get off of our toes, just give them a flex and point that you can sit right back or sit whatever way is comfortable to you. I don't mind. In fact, I'm going to use a block to sit on. So if you would also like to use a block or a pillow, that it's going to give you that little bit of height, like an inch or two, that you will be more comfortable in your cross leg or whatever way you want to sit upright. Okay? So as long as you're sitting upright, we're going to go ahead and move into our next posture, shoulders, chest, focusing on our lungs. So as you inhale, stretch your hands out behind you, turning the palms of the hands up to the ceiling. Now really reach up overhead and up to the ceiling. Turn your gaze, exhale. Bending 90 degrees into your elbows. And we go again, inhale, out behind and overhead. Turn your gaze, look up. The shoulders are slightly shrugging up to the ears. Exhale, bend. Drop your shoulders away from the ears. We go again, inhale, reaching. Get that full rotation in your chest and in your shoulders, really stretching from the sit bones to the fingertips, anchoring back into your sit bones, and you exhale, bend into the elbows. Bend into the elbows a little bit more, tucking them in by side body. Well done. Give the hands a little shake. Or you can even squeeze the fingertips into the middle of your hands, into the center, and just squeeze your arms and exhale. Give it a shake, let it go. If you're sitting with your legs crossed, you're going to change the cross, okay? Do that right now. Change the cross in your ankles if you're sitting with your feet crossed. Your cross-leg position, okay? Inhale, reach your hands. Same again, just out behind, overhead. Think about lifting your collarbones, broadening your collarbones up, but keep your ribs condensed, okay? Keep your ribs condensed. And as you exhale, again, bending into the ribs. Well done. From here, take your hands out behind, and you're going to hold on to your elbows. It doesn't matter which grip, because we're going to change it anyway. So hold it here, and you might feel as though you want to round and collapse your chest forward. Please don't do that. Sit up tall, anchor into your sit bones, and resist the urge to fall forward. Instead, you keep that upright posture as you anchor into your sit bones, allowing your shoulders to drop away, your neck long, keeping your airways open. Well done. And we change the cross. Simply switch the grip, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Hold it. How does this side feel? Noticing the roof of your mouth. Again, anchoring into your sit bones. Even give it a little rock. Notice where is your tailbone. Notice that you can sit up taller. Well done. Give it a crisscross, crossing one arm over the other. One more time. Well done. Give it a little shake. We're going to go into we're going to do some lunges, but we're also going to go for another flow with our down dog into the plank. So start in your tabletop. We're going to start with that little transition from our tabletop into our plank, into chaturanga, into our first back bend. So we're going to do that together. You ready? Full breath, inhale, and from your tabletop with your toes tucked, you exhale, raise your knees up, push the ground away, and simultaneously you're turning your gaze to your belly button. Extend your knees straight whilst also keeping your kneecaps soft. Keep your kneecaps soft with a micro bend. Dropping your heels back to the ground. Full breath, inhale. Exhale, rounding forward, nice and strong, nice and fluid and smooth. Hold it here. And you can float your knees down if you wish for your chaturanga dandasana. Full breath, inhale, bending your elbows under the ribs. Your heart parallel to the ground. Exhale. Scoop your heart forward across the ground and up. And back to the ceiling now. Relax your hands. This is our first back bend. This is our first back bend of the practice. Our cobra, so it's more relaxed in our hands and in our feet. Think about keeping your thighs active, Think about rolling your hips out and away. Think about a row of ants, and those ants are marching underneath your belly button, and you don't want to squish your ants, so even give your pelvis a little rock that you may become aware of, where you're distributing your balance across your pelvis. Left and right side should be nice and equal. Notice your inner thighs, notice the side body all the way up to the shoulders, tucked back and down, and squeezing your elbows to meet out behind. You're still breathing. Give me a couple more breaths. Keeping those airways open, keeping those cues in mind. Well done. And on your next exhale, go ahead, drop down to the ground. Well done. Take a moment here after your first back bend, allowing your spine to return to neutral. Okay, so take your arms wide. Okay? Take your elbows out at 90 degrees. And just rest your head. We're going to start with the left knee, bending into your left knee. Roll over to your right hip. Make sure you have space, but you're going to roll over to your right hip. Roll over to your right hip until you get that stretch on your right shoulder, okay? Chest, on the right side of your chest and shoulder. Now it all starts from your knuckles and your fingertips, your hands and wrists. So keep your fingers spread, your knuckles and fingertips active. And remember, your body has its own intelligence, so go to the point that it's a comfortable stretch. And if it's any more, if it's jaggy or sharp or painful, then don't go as far. Okay, listen to your body in order to prevent injuries that you can keep practicing for a long time and developing your practice. You got to listen to your body. With that in mind, we're going to go to the opposite side, okay? So, working into your left. Now you're going to bend into your right knee, bend into your right knee. Squeeze, lift that leg up, that right leg. Okay, now we're rolling over to the left hip, rolling over to the left hip. And I push the ground away with my right hand, extending straight into my right arm that I may roll over to my left hip. Now, with my chest down here as I roll, I should be getting that, and I am. I am getting that in my left shoulder and chest. Okay, so I'm keeping it nice and active and getting a gorgeous stretch down there. But if you feel, again, any sharp or jaggy pain, you don't want to go as far. Well done. Inhale, return into center. So with all of that in mind, we're going to do a couple times each side. Alternating, let's go. And again, you can keep your arms 90-degree bend or take them a wee bit wider if that feels better for you. Let's go. Bend into the left. Roll over to the right. Exhale to return into the center. Well done. We go again, opposite side. Inhale, bend into the right. Exhale, roll to the left. Well done. Inhale, return center. Take it easy. Opposite side. Are you ready? Okay. Bend into the left. Roll to the right. One more time. Inhale, center. Bend into the right. Roll to the left. Inhale, center. Hands under the shoulders. Exhale to push the ground away. Knees wide. Big toes together. Sit right back to the heels of the feet. Now walk the hands forward and fold. Hold that breath at the top. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Well done. Walk yourself upright, and we're going to finish off today with our low lunges. So, your low lunge. I always like to fold up the mat for a low lunge. Go ahead on both of your knees, and you're going to step your left foot forward. Step your left foot forward. Now, we have talked about the Pilates compass on this channel before. Your thumbs in the belly button, heels of the hands on your hips and fingertips on your navel. And this is going to tell us, if our pelvis is twisted or if it's square to the front of the mat, and that's what we want. Square to the front of the mat. Anchoring into that left foot, rolling your right hip forward and your left back. Little tuck in the pelvis. Look up. Inhale, reach. Behind and overhead. Now really lengthen up And you can interlock your fingers, releasing your index finger and your thumbs crossing. As you exhale, reach your right hand behind and your left hand forward. Okay, inhale, center. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale, center. Exhale. Go again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale, hands by your side, catch the waist. Step back, opposite side. Okay? Step forward on the right this time. Anchoring forward into your right foot. Check your alignment with your Pilates compass. Again, rolling your right hip back and your left hip forward. How does the stretch feel on this side? Because you'll probably get it deeper on one side than the other. Okay? So just account for that. Give yourself grace. You're exactly where you need to be. Looking up. Inhale, reach behind, overhead. Lengthen from the waist, shrugging the shoulders slightly up to the ears. Well done, exhale. Exhale, and you're going to take your left arm behind and your right arm forward. Go again, inhale, reach. This time, take the opposite direction. Opposite, take your right behind and your left forward. We go again. Inhale, reach, exhale, alternating sides. One more time, inhale. And exhale, well done. Well done. Relax your shoulders, inhale up overhead. Exhale, catch your waist. Step back. And that is you for today. Well done. So, I have plenty other practices on my channel if you'd like to have a look. This is great to do in the morning for when you're waking up and you need a gentle stretch, or at any time that you need it, even in the evening before you go to bed. So thank you so much for joining. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you again. Bye.